It's Unitedcypher Presents, hosted by Evan, that's me, and DeHart.
Hey.
And Shane's here.
See, when a Super Saiyan's taking a shit, do you think they make that weird power-up thing, like the noise and stuff? I mean, like,
Yeah, I would assume that they have toilets that face each other, and they can have spectators that look on. It's like, whoa, his poop level is over 9,000.
9,000?
Kakarot's poop level's over 9,000. This cannot be.
Dude, that makes... Anytime I hear 9,000, I think of the old anonymous prank on Oprah, where she's like, this group is online, and they say they have 9,000 penises to rape people. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Oprah just... Wait a minute. Oh, it's the
over
internet.
9,000?
Exactly.
Pounds.
They should really... They need a meme course for, like, for broadcasting. Memes for Broadcasting 101.
I thought you said mean course. I'm like, every journalist takes that.
Oh, no. That'd be
television.
awesome, too. You could have Mr. T teach it.
Hey, fool, don't understand gold chains.
If you're going to put a story on the internet, you got to cite your sources. Put some links in that shit, fool.
I mean, yeah, everybody hates it when you don't track back on that shit, dude. Aside from that, no, I mean, like, so here's Oprah on the web. She doesn't know her meme. All of a sudden, she's like, oh, fuck, I'm the laughing stock of the web. Which, that's a lot coming from a lady that, like, has, like, fucking iPads and shit come down from the ceiling and she dances around it like a dog.
iPads! Next thing you know, she'll be just another flash in the pan like Super Saiyan pooping.
How many people get chewed up and spat out from the world of Hollywood? Lots.
Most. Like, let's see, if you're going to look at it in terms of percentages of, like, how many people probably live in there versus how many people are actually actors, probably, like, 99.9%.
Can you get Vegas odds on an actor?
Like, if they're going to suck in a role?
Maybe.
No, like, maybe, like, bombing out in their career, suicide,
You're just talking about a Deadpool. You're just talking about a Deadpool.
Yeah. Can you get that on actors?
You can definitely get, I would imagine that, dude, based on what they bet on in Vegas, there's nowhere there couldn't be a celebrity death pool that you could bet on. No way.
Maybe not even death pool. Maybe if it's like, just like, I don't know. Just anything.
It's like this whole conversation just reminds me of the scene from Dirty Harry in the Deadpool where he's talking to Jim Carrey as a Axl Rose type character.
Jesus.
Yeah, that opening
That's way too much
bit
of
is
the 90s
ridiculous.
That fell out of your mouth right there.
No, it is pretty spectacular as far as that shit goes. Because,
Jim
like,
Carrey dressed up as Axl Rose.
Doesn't like
flying
open
on a
up to
giant
like
dragon.
Welcome to the Jungle and Jim Carrey is like lip syncing it, and he's he like dies while he's trying to dose up on heroin. If you haven't seen it, it's one of those great.
It's a Dirty Harry movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
There are like 4 or 5 of them, man.
Oh, well, dude, no. Trust me. We watched the first 2, like, recently, and they're fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
They're worth rewatching.
Dude, between the soundtracks and like his fucking attitude through that shit.
What was the other one we watched where that dude was a vigilante? Charles Bronson? Wasn't it?
Death Wish.
Death Wish. God damn, that movie.
Yeah,
awesome.
dude.
Oh, my God.
You'd never watched Death Wish before?
No.
What
never.
the fuck?
Until 2013.
How'd you live through the 80s and not watch Death Wish,
My
dude?
mom was too busy brainwashing me with awesomely non-violent stuff like Rambo.
What about Missing in Action? Did you ever see
and Predator. That's something a 7-year-old kid
Did you ever
should
get
see.
to watch Missing in Action? There's like 3 of those.
Missing in Action.
Chuck Norris when he's breaking out of POW prisons and shit.
No. Haven't seen
In
those.
my mind, 90% of his movies, I couldn't tell you which one they were.
Those 3 had there was like a theme. And then there's Delta Force.
Delta Force, I remember.
That was pretty badass.
But I don't remember seeing them.
I liked Firewalker. That was the one that was
where
the
he's
Chuck
an
Norris.
explorer.
Yeah, him and Lou Gossett Jr. are treasure hunters.
I mean, it's like, how do you have like 2 like, for the most part, kind of deadpan actors where they don't like. They're not like the most charismatic dudes to have together. It's like the ebony and ivory of boredom at some point until they kick something.
It was like the Lethal Weapon of the treasure hunting fad. that was
I guess when you
that
think about
movie and Romancing the Stone.
Romancing the Stone. It's actually not a bad movie though.
Yeah,
it's a good romantic.
It's a treasure.
It's a rom-com.
Whatever happened to treasure hunting?
It's
movies?
Indiana Jones duct taped to the
Nicolas
ass
Cage
of a rom-com.
killed them. Him and his flashlight single-handedly killed
Sideways
treasure
glances and
hunting.
pursed lips, like, what's going on?
Not the bees! No!
The bees! No,
you
not
bitches!
my eyes! You bitches!
Yeah.
Ow, bitches!
But I wouldn't be mad if that scene came true.
Yeah, we do that. We tend to do that. We ramble. Evan DeHart just said thanks, and then Shane's over there.
Yes.
He's saying all kinds of crazy stuff.
Greetings.
Which I appreciate. We missed having you. It's been a while.
Oh, it's good to be back in the what?
The
But aside from Hoosier, like, what else is there in this
This
state?
is a new Albanian. You're a new Albanian right now.
I know, but I mean, what's the aside from the Hoosier state? Is there another motto for it, or thing, or phrase?
No.
Yeah, and it's a one-trick pony like Kentucky and Ohio and a bunch of those. Missouri, actually, Missouri's got a couple of things. They get to be the gateway to the West.
The show me.
And, yeah. Well, there's probably something
The
else.
Shoney State.
No, hold on. The Shawnee State. There's no Shawnees anywhere. You also can't find a Ponderosa. Those just fucking dried up.
There are Shawnees in the South, and everything tastes like maple syrup.
Okay. So
Oh,
this
yeah,
is what I'm
dude,
gonna
the breakfast bar, man. It's all
Exactly.
like this weird gelatinous
I'm
egg.
losing focus. What am I looking up? The Indiana motto.
Yeah, Indiana. Indiana is the blank state, or the.
Indiana slogan. That's wrong.
How about the black
wait.
cop cars that rape you with traffic tickets late at night state, or the
Dude, if Alabama has
land
three,
of constant construction?
let's see if any of these are funny. Alabama, the share the wonder. These are slogans.
The wonder of what? Poverty?
Alabama the beautiful, and of course, Sweet Home Alabama.
Okay.
They didn't write that one.
No.
Doesn't count.
They borrowed it.
They have a license
Dude,
for
the
that?
state owns everything now. Don't you know? It's called fascism. Hello, look it up. Indiana, restart your engines.
What?
Or
what?
start your engines at the Indianapolis 500. And formerly, at one point, it was Enjoy Indiana. Enjoy Indiana.
What, like New Coke?
Right.
We know how that worked out.
Well, let's see what Kentucky says. Of course, Unbridled Spirit. We've seen that on license
Yeah,
plates.
that one's
I've
dumb.
had that on license plate. It's that friendly.
Oh, I hated that one.
It's that friendly.
I know. It's like a hand job in the parking lot. It's that friendly.
Right. It's
Like a glory hole at the flea market. It's
public-
that friendly.
It's a public park for two perfectly straight guys with mustaches hanging out together. In
Exactly.
The car. It's
In leather
that friendly.
chaps. Yeah.
Yeah.
One-sided handshake.
Yep. That's right.
So in a city where you don't have one of those rest stations, what's the preferred thing? Do they have is it like a subway tunnel? I mean, like
who knows, man? I don't have all their
Anthony
demographics.
Kiedis seemed to be fond of Under the Bridge, but I mean, I don't know.
Do you think he was gay? Oh, it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Dude.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Well, somebody just call him up and ask him, hey, are you gay? Are you gay, Chili Pepper Man? Dude.
Chili Pepper Man.
The one that I missed from Kentucky is where education pays.
No, quite literally, you get bribed if you're in the education business.
If
Like-
anyone's ever been to Kentucky that's not...
Hey,
in
we're from
Louisville,
such and such company. We got bullshit product to sell you. Is that okay if we do that? Here's a check.
I'm going to drive my Stone Cold Steve Austin Chevy Impala right up your ass. That's Kentucky. Every single part
That's
of Kentucky.
correct.
Outside of the major metropolitan areas.
I think our collective states should have slogans that kind of correct some of the misconceptions.
So, like Kentucky, we wear shoes.
Yes, exactly.
Indiana would be
It's
like, not just date rape.
New
Back
York,
when
there's
I-
more than pizza. No, there's not.
There's more than pizza and juice here.
Back when I worked on telephones, somebody from I don't know where, they asked where our office was. I told them it was in Louisville. It's like, Kentucky? Do they even wear shoes there?
I don't understand how that. Like, how could
Everyone
the
wears
state,
shoes.
How could the state that brought
Unless you're a hippie, you wear shoes.
we had like Zappo's main distribution joint for a bit. It's kind of ironic. Like, hey, where do you go for shoes? Oh, Kentucky.
And then you'd be like,
I mean, I guess you could kind of make the claim that like maybe they don't use them; they just sell them. Like, what the fuck are these weird leather boat objects? I don't fucking know. Here, you can put some plants in it. I have a cacti growing
this is
in mine.
Kentucky. We don't wear them feet boats. We walk around as God intended.
That's unnatural.
Barefooted.
I like to take tampons and duct tape and wrap them around the soles of my foots.
Yeah, sometimes my soles feel weary, so, I just send them right to Jesus for some tampon pontoons.
You can walk on fire with it.
Walk on fire with it.
Tampons are flame retarded.
Tampon tunes.
Tampon tunes.
Tampon tunes. That's a Kentucky version of a flip-flop.
That almost sounds like a band.
It sounds
Ladies
like...
and gentlemen, tonight Tampon Tunes will be playing your favorite hits.
Down 4th Street Live. Come on down. Boring shit you hated 2 years ago.
Okay.
Played loudly in your ears.
I was thinking of more of like an animated, like a mascot.
Okay.
Hey, I'm a tampon too.
Oh man, you could like see it like doing what's those promotional tours where it's like hanging out at like a gas station or something like that. Like, come on out to Speedway and see Tampon Tunes tonight.
Bring the kids to get pictures with Tampon
Free
Tunes.
wieners with Tampon Tunes this Sunday. Come on out.
Oh, well, what you were referring to earlier, apparently, according to Wikipedia, was a demonym, which is how you refer to a locality of people or whatever. And the only one that the Hoosiers have is Hoosier.
Okay.
They only have one. That's it. There's no other than just pieces of
we've
shit,
got
white
like
trash.
redneck, racist, jackass.
That's pretty much every state.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's every state that's right around where we're at. It's called the Bible
The
Belt.
shoeless state. Why don't they just call it that? I mean,
The shoeless.
welcome to Kentucky, the shoeless state, even though we all have them.
Or maybe they could work it into a real slogan.
I
it's
almost feel like...
Welcome to Kentucky. Kick your shoes off.
You know how like you go to like people go to like Disney World and they've got like they had like Epcot Center where it's like it's a small world and there are all these stereotypes. They're like la 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 la. Why don't they put those along the border every state so when you like drive in you feel like you're really getting into the shit? Like they should have like a bunch of hillbillies drinking moonshine right by the fucking bridge when you drive into Louisville.
Kick your shoes off, and in parentheses, we expect it.
Ooh, I like that. Kentucky, kick your shoes off.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
See? Came up with it.
Yeah. That's good.
The plate of cocaine in the marketing room just got over to him. Come on, he's waking up. Give him a break.
Yeah. No, seriously. Like if you go and you roll it in as like some sort of weird package, it could be like the sandals of the Southeast. Where it'd be like, hey, have you ever wanted to get away, unwind, cut loose? Well, kick your shoes off in Kentucky. Come on down to, I don't know, Crawdad Bay, and you have just like some fucking fucked up, fenced off old people park where they go and get all fucked up and crazy. Probably will bang the shit out of each other because none of them have to worry about getting each other pregnant. That's the old people thing. They get that weird horny stride. I see this in action all the time at the mall. But yeah.
Are you talking about chicks in their dirty 30s?
No. About old.
Yeah, when they hit like 50-something, where they still have enough body power to be like, I can get plastic surgery and fix some of this, but they're like, my pipes don't work. I'm firing everything off. Like
I have to start paying a lot more attention during the show because the last thing I remember us talking about was not ladies in their 50s powering off.
I'm not talking about just the ladies. I'm not talking about just the ladies. It's fucked up. Old people get freaky when they get older, man.
Yeah, because they don't have to worry about getting knocked up anymore.
50 to 70 where they're all like, well, boning.
You know, have you ever been to Florida?
That's why it smells like that.
No, I don't want to go, man. Who wants to go see an old people orgy? It's probably horrifying.
You don't have to see it. You smell it for miles. That's not the ocean.
What do you think Golden Girls was fucking about?
Dude, he's got a point.
I can't really say I've ever watched Golden Girls.
Dude, Golden Girls is legitimately funny. I hate to say it. It's fucking funny.
You don't have a mom?
Yeah, or
if
grandma.
If you have a mom, I guarantee you she watched Golden Girls.
And one of those women is your mom. One of them is.
We were an action movie family.
Oh, me too. Yeah, but that would come on TV. I would watch it by myself and think it was funny. What's on the news reel, DeHart?
The big thing that I've been wanting to talk about.
Yeah.
I think I'm excited about this.
The CIA they've come clean about a couple of things. Mm-hmm. One, that they
were behind the coup in Iran,
which I don't give a fuck about because apparently no one else gives a fuck about.
It was the coup in Iran in 1953. Let's just go ahead and
it's a long time ago.
Yeah, they admitted that.
But they've also revealed what Area 51 is.
Which is a bomber base and where they did development on bombers.
Correct. That's what they say.
Yep. So you're sad. You're the opposite of chuffed.
I've always been a fan of kind of crypto reality.
Can I ask you a question? Where are you reading that news? Where's the article posted?
Pop Science.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think they're going to tell us the truth about anything? Do you really think that they're going to be honest now just because we caught them spying on us? Really? You think they're going to admit to anything real? You can keep your skeptic side alive. I'm being the devil's advocate here for what was printed. What's printed is bullshit 99% of the fucking time in every single fucking way. 99% of the time.
See, it's so hard to be skeptical when they're saying something that a skeptic should believe, and then you say, well, I still don't want to believe you, so maybe they were right with the alien thing, you know? Skepticism is such a brain disease, man.
No, it's called,
it's fucked up.
It's not, it's called rational thought, and you're trying to solve problems in your head. You're going, well, maybe aliens are real, and I should be excited about that, because maybe one day they'll get me off this fetid
I look at
pile.
like you don't even really have to solve this shit. It's like, well, there's either going to be a fucking alien that shows up in front of me, or there's not.
Right.
I don't really give a shit either way. If an alien,
let your imagination go, right?
The thing that bothers me about this
Okay.
is like, these don't look like any type of special planes. They're just
it's a
fucking
U2
spray
and
painted
like
black.
F5.
They said the U-2 was developed there, wasn't it? And that's one of the most important
It was a
high-flying
reconnaissance vehicle.
Yeah.
It was one of those that we lost in the middle of the Cold War and like almost got our asses into some deep shit. Same thing as like the SR-71 Blackbird.
And allegedly what was happening in Iran when they hacked one of our drones. Whatever.
Well, yeah, that was a GPS flaw.
Right.
Well, I mean, the thing that a lot of these guys do, like most of the people that like will cut the military some slack are the kind of folks, they're kind of like your gearheads. And like all it takes is get your average like blue blood American male excited about whatever the fuck the government does is some crazy shit with a motor in it, or they talk about some like, this was a test lab for this badass thing. And they're like, oh, that is badass.
Desert Storm trading
cool,
cards.
It's like, how would the American James Bond use that?
Who is you? Because you signed up for the Army.
Well,
You're James Bond
like
4000.
If you compare him, it's like, okay, James Bond is some dude that, you know, he gets to play around with some cool toys from time to time, but for the most part, it's him doing the work. Whereas you got the American way to do it. It's like, dude, if we could send a Camaro into battle, like just airdrop like a Dodge Charger with like rockets on the back of it and the minigun, we would do it.
You're talking about Carmageddon, or that game we played on.
I'm just thinking this nation, like really at our heart, we all want to be Brock Sampson. I mean, who wouldn't? But it's in what was popular science, Pop Sci. Did they fucking rebrand? Like, hey, wait a second, you know, Sci-Fi changed their shit, and it made a difference, right?
Right, Pop Sci-Fi.
Yeah, well, they did Wise and everything. Maybe they should do Wise.
Oh, well, that's
Wise
coming.
or so World Wide Web 2.0.
So what about Double Wise?
Ooh, triple Wise.
No. I'm thinking like a whole new letter here. The double Y.
Oh,
yeah.
Why should you have all the fun?
Ooh.
Because of fucking German
That's
words.
the slogan for the letter. Why should you have all the fun? W?
Yes.
Double
And it
Y.
would be why should
Nice.
you have all the fun?
That's, you know, that would be the ultimate.
God damn it, I'm fucking brilliant.
We need to change the name of Indiana to two Y's, double Y. Just
That
Y
would be
Y.
Two Y's making high.
But it was called double Y. Yeah, that'd be on the license plate. That's on the license plate.
So
We're
wait a
rebranding
second.
Indiana here, guys.
Like YY in the.
No, it'd just be two Y's. That'd be it. That'd be the name of the entire state. You call it double Y. Where are you from? I'm from double Y. That's great.
Yeah,
It sounds like Delaware, but double Y.
Maybe you could get some sort of weird internet campaign going to get people to adopt a new letter combo into the alphabet.
Imagine people from not from double Y. They call it Yee. Like, Yee. Are you from that Yee state? Like, no, it's double Y. You fucktard. Get a new dictionary. I don't know why that word would change. That's great. Dude, double Y.
It could totally work, man.
And next to Ohio, it'd look like Yohio. If you looked at it the right way, if you're dyslexic like me, and over here you have Illinois, and you have Illinois on the other side. Oh God, that is the worst thing I've said all
that's
day.
what you could call the areas. Kind of like how we've got Kentuckiana.
Yeah.
You could have Ohio and Illinois.
Yeah, that would be all three
And
states.
tonight, your Ohio area forecast.
I mean, really, we are just a bunch of flat bullshit between two somewhat more interesting states. Ohio's got legal weed, basically. They have decriminalized weed. And then in Illinois, you've got medical marijuana. And Chicago, one of the biggest
Rob Emanuel.
Yeah, right. Rob Emanuel. And some of the best sports franchises, if you're into that shit.
If you're into that shit.
I mean, I'm not.
Talk about like it's like...
You know what I mean, though? That's what Indiana is. It's just it's a Band-Aid that holds the Midwest together.
Chicago is one of the big culture. I think that's where a lot of shit starts.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it heads out to the coast, and they take credit for everything when they pump it back into the Midwest.
Chicago is the second city, even though it's the 16th biggest, apparently.
I thought it was bigger than that. Yeah.
It's like the...
Louisville's probably not that big anymore.
It used to be. Well, it's because of the great adjoining. It's got a lot bigger.
Joining.
Indianapolis, I think, is like 12.
Yeah. Indianapolis has gotten a lot bigger.
Yeah, I mean, they have
but all they do is
sports teams and whatnot.
Yeah, they consolidate their fucking suburbs into one thing.
They'll consolidate these territories for the king of Double Y.
We're in Louisville right now. The kingdom of Double Y. And dude, that's even better because Double Y sounds like double wide, and that's what most people in this state live in.
Oh, yes.
That is so funny on so many levels. Why don't they change the name of Indiana to Double Y? Two Ys. I can see it. Just YY back to back, just hanging out. Just
dude, it would make a great cattle brand too.
God, the best. Every product would say brand made in Double Y, and you'd be like, "Oh my God, I know where that is."
Underneath that, of course, it has to have the slogan, "Why should you have all the fun?"
Yes.